Hey guys, so welcome to Module 1. Please watch the full video so that you guys know exactly what to expect in this particular module. So when you get into this module, obviously the video is going to be the first thing you see, and I will say watch first before doing anything else. Then you will be instructed to watch 9 different videos through Hootsuite University. Again, you'll have to make sure you guys are registered through Hootsuite, and I sent you that document and uploaded that in one of the announcements just a little bit ago. You'll watch a couple other little videos as well. The Virgin story and how they use social media to create an irresistible brand, and we all know the success of Virgin. You'll read a couple of blog posts of mine on the purchase funnel. Then you will see a couple of discussion forums. Okay, so Sarah Dalton and Kelly Underwood, you guys have been selected to be the first 2 moderators of each of these discussion forums. So Sarah, you will be moderating the discussion forum on the Virgin story. What that actually means you will do is you will not participate in the discussion forum. You will monitor the conversation, what the other students are saying, and I'm going to expect you to interject and maybe question a couple of them, going back, say, well, what exactly did you mean by that, or can you clarify this for the rest of the class? And then at the end of the cycle, which will be on 9/12, when pretty much everything's due, you'll create a little PowerPoint. It doesn't have to be overly elaborate, a little PowerPoint, 2, 3, 4 slides, just kind of summarizing kind of what basically the discussion was all about with respect to that in the classroom. Okay, and I'm going to expect a voiceover PowerPoint presentation. So again, 2 or 3 slides should be plenty, and then you will just ping me and let me know when you have it done, and I'll probably have you email me, and then I will upload that into Blackboard for everybody to see. Okay, same thing, Kelly, for you. Yours is going to be the Marketing is Dead Harvard Business Review article. The students will be asked to go in there and discuss that. I'm going to expect you to go in and moderate that discussion as well, and to participate and to push back and ask some questions so that you can create a good little PowerPoint deck as well. Just kind of talking about the sentiment of what the class thought about that particular article. Now, Sarah and Kelly, you may just have to go in and type in PEEP or something like that, just so you can access all the threads. I believe I set up the discussion forum, so before you can see what other people have said, you had to do your post first. So you could just go in and say, hi, this is Sarah, the moderator. Hi, this is Kelly, the moderator, and that will let you in and click submit, and that way you can moderate the discussion. So you might want to do that first thing, like today, just so you're there right at the start. Okay, so that is going to be something that's going to be done every week. I will pick 2 more new students every week for discussion forums. Okay, let's move on. There's other articles in here that you guys will have to read. Then the other thing you guys will be doing each week is there is a test question wiki. So each week you will go in and you will create a test question for me to possibly consider for the final exam. Okay, so based on anything you read in that particular module. Okay, obviously you want to create a really good question for me, so compelling that I use it, and then you'll automatically know the answer on the final exam. Okay, the only caveat is it has to be true, false, or multiple choice format, so I actually give you the format within the wiki tool so you know exactly how you have to deliver it to me, and you also have to put a little star next to the correct answer for me as well. Okay, so that is something everybody will have to submit every week, is create one really unique, compelling test question for me to consider for the final exam. Okay, there will be a homework module. You guys will have to do homework as well. There'll be a Dropbox for the homework. Some weeks I will have a practice quiz, other weeks I won't. This particular week I do have a practice quiz that you guys can take. It's not for grade, but definitely go through and take that before attempting the real quiz. And the real quiz is scored. And just so you know, for those of you guys who have had me before, typically when I do these sort of quizzes on Blackboard, they are timed. and it's one question at a time, and you cannot go back. So you guys have got to be prepared. So that just forces you to make sure you guys are taking notes, and you've got your homework in front of you once you start the quiz. So this particular quiz in Module 1 has 5 questions. Each question is worth 2 points for a total of 10 points, and you have 15 minutes. Okay, so just want to give you a heads up on that. So I think that is about it. Okay, so a couple other things which I just want to clarify. So with respect to 1 lie and 2 truths, so most of you guys were correct, and Sarah, you already know me from another class, that the lie is the paleo diet. Although I don't eat a whole lot of meat, I do not eat paleo. And yes, I was a goat herder at Grant's Farm when I was actually 14 and 15 years old. My mom was managed payroll on Grant's Farm in the 70s and 80s, and she got me that job when I was 14 and 15. So for those of you guys who have been at Grant's Farm, you know where you feed the baby goats the baby bottles. I actually was the one that maintained the gate there to keep the baby goats in the pinned-in area. So that was my responsibility, and it was a lot of fun. I got paid out of petty cash because I was only 14 and 15 years old at the time. So it was a lot of fun. Let's see here. The other thing I'm going to want you guys to do is, once you guys get set up with Hootsuite, you get yourself registered. And again, I want to make sure you guys have all filled out that spreadsheet with your social media handles. I want you guys over the next week, or within the next week, or definitely before 9/12, and I will check, I want you guys all to tweet out what your excitement is about Hootsuite. However you want to word it, include the Hootsuite hashtag or the Hootsuite handle, which is probably at Hootsuite. You'll figure it out when you go in there. You'll start to type it in at Hootsuite, and it'll start to fill in. And then also include my handle as the prof, and also include the UMSL hashtag, #UMSL. And what I would love to see is, I'd love to see Hootsuite favorite your tweet. So your goal is to craft up a really great tweet so that you guys can get Hootsuite to favorite or retweet it or tweet you back in some fashion that they're excited that you're excited that you're going to be certified here at UMSL. So the main goal there is to do a shout out to Hootsuite, you know, do a shout out to me, do a shout out to UMSL as well. All for branding purposes. Okay, so that's the other thing I want you guys to do, which is not specifically laid out in that list. Okay, and I think that is it. I think we are good, and it's rock and roll time, and I will be keeping an eye on the conversation in Bonfire, and I'll check in with you guys tomorrow to see if any of you guys are starting to do the discussion forum, and Sarah and Kelly, I'll make sure you guys are in there as well. Any problems, let me know, and look forward to working with you guys. Okay, all right, bye-bye.